Kunal Songar, Assistant Professor, IT Department. In my previous video, we discussed about representation of signed number. In that we discussed there are two types, that is sign magnitude form and second one is complement form. In that we discuss first complement and second complement. And in this video we discuss about IEEE standard 754 floating points number. The IEEE standard for floating point arithmetic, that is nothing but IEEE 754, is a technical standard for floating point computation which was established in 1985 by the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. And before that, first we discuss what is floating points number. To represent large number of integers and small fraction, a system must use numbers with variable position binary points number, and this number where it is called as a floating points number. So there are several ways to represent floating points number, but IEEE 754 is the most efficient in most of cases. IEEE 754 has three basic components, that is the sign of mantissa, then the base of exponent and the normalized mantissa. So for hardware implementation, simplicity, the point position must be fixed. For example, the point is placed to the right of the first non-zero significant digits. So IEEE standard represent the development for implementing floating points number and is widely used in Linux system and Intel computer. So first we discuss the three basic components, that is the sign of mantissa. If the MSB is 0, it is represent a positive number, while the MSB is 1, it is representing negative number. In sign mantissa, if the MSB is 0, then it is represent positive number, and if MSB is 1, that is represent in a negative number. This is the simple as the name, sign of mantissa. Okay. Then second one is the base exponent. The exponent component should represent both positive as well as negative exponent. It is represent positive and negative exponent. A bias is added to the actual exponent in order to obtain the stored exponent. Okay. Now the third one is that the normalized mantissa. What happened in this case? It is only with only one and the left of the decimal. Okay. It means that the mantissa is a part of the number of scientific notation or floating point number consisting of its significant digit. Here we have only two digits, for example 0 and 1. So normalized mantissa is 1 with only 1 to the left of the decimal. It's nothing but normalized mantissa. Also, a 32-bit representation of floating points number has been developed by IEEE. The choice of 32-bit is decided based on the standard computer word language. Okay. Now the IEEE 754 numbers can be classified as two types, that is single precision IEEE 754 standard and second one is double precision IEEE 754 standard. Now first we discuss what is single precision IEEE 754 floating standard. In that there are three types, that is 32-bit mantissa, 8-bit exponent and 1-bit sign. So see here, 23-bit mantissa, 8-bit exponent and 1-bit sign. It is divided into three parts. So this representation of number is called as single precision representation. It is nothing but single precision representation. And the scalar factor, the range of the representation is approximately equal to 10 plus 38, 10 plus or minus 38. For the higher precision and the range for the floating points number. Okay, and it's two single precision number representing total 32 bits, 1 bit that is sign, exponent that is 8 bit and mantissa that is 23 bits. Okay. Now we discuss double precision IEEE 754 floating point standard, IEEE has increased the number of bits from 32 to 64, which is called as double precision number. Okay, and in double precision number, the mantissa is represented using 52 bits, then exponent is represented 11 bits, and sign is represented by 1 bit. Okay, it's nothing but double precision IEEE 754 floating point standard. Now we discuss binary codes. When the data or information is coded, the numbers, letters or word are represented by a specific group of symbol. The process of coding this symbol is called as encoding of data. It is nothing but encoding of data, and the group of symbol is called as code, and the digit data is represented, stored, that transmitted in the form of string. It means string is nothing but group of the binary, that means zeros and one. This group of binary bits is called as binary code. So the binary code can be represented by the numbers, letters or the alphabets and special characters. And the binary code are classified as numeric and alphanumeric codes. The numeric codes represent the number and alphanumeric codes represent the alphabets and characters. Now we discuss advantages of binary code. First advantage, that is binary code are suitable for the computer application. It is always suitable for computer application. Then binary code is used in digital communication system. Also binary code use only 0 and 1. So the implementation is very easy. Then the digital circuits use binary code for their analysis and design the data. Now we discuss the classification of binary codes. The binary codes are divided into 6 types, that is weighted codes, non-weighted codes, reflective codes, sequential codes, alphanumeric codes and error detecting and correcting codes. Now first we discuss weighted code. The weighted code are divided into 2 types, that is binary and BCD. So what happens in weighted codes? Weighted code are codes that obey positional weights principle. It's obey the positional weight principle. For example, in a weighted code, every digit's position of the number that can be represent a specific weight. Every digit represent the specific weight. In weighted binary code, every digit has a weight, that is 8, 4, 2 or 1. For example, in decimal code, if number is 423, then the weight of 4 is 100, weight of 2 is 010 and weight of 3, that is 001. So the code 8421, 2421 and 5211 are weighted codes. Okay. Now next we discuss non-weighted code. What happens in non-weighted code? Non-weighted codes are code in which positional weights are not assigned in every digit's position. Positional weights are not assigned for every digits. Okay, digits for that particular position. It means that, for example, every digit position within the number is not assigned fixed value. So XS3 and gray code are the non-weighted code. This XS3 and gray code are the non-weighted code. Now third we discuss reflective codes. Now what happens in reflective code? Code is reflective if the code is self-computing. जेव्हा तो self-computing असतो तेव्हा code is reflective. For example, the code for 9 is the complement of the code for 0 and the code for 8 is the complement for 1 and the code for 7 is the complement for 2 and code for 6 is the complement for 3. It means that code for 5 is the complement of 4. So for example, 2421 BCD, 5421 BCD and XS3 code are reflective code. It means that 8421 is not reflective code. 8431 is not reflective code. Okay. Now next one is sequential codes. In sequential code, every successive code is one binary number greater than the previous code. Okay, and this property helps in manipulation of data. It means that 8421 BCD and XS3 are sequential code. Okay, now Fifth one is alphanumeric code. A binary digit represents only two numbers, that is 0 and 1. For communication between two computers, we require the two digits along with the letter and other symbol. The computer manipulates both number and symbol. So the programs written by computer user are in form of characters. For example, a set of symbol consists of letter, digits and various special characters such that addition, subtraction, greater than, less than, etc. And these codes consist of both number and alphanumeric character are also called as alphanumeric codes. So, following are there three alphanumeric codes are very commonly used in data representation. That is American Standard Code for Information Interchange. First one is American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Next one is Extended Binary Coded Decimal Interchange Code. And third one is 5-bit binary code. So ASCII code is a 7-bit code, whereas BCD DIC is an 8-bit code, and ASCII code is more commonly used worldwide, while EBC DIC is used in large IBM computers. It's widely used in large IBM computer, and ASCII code most commonly used in worldwide. Okay. Now the sixth type, that is error detecting and correcting code. The codes that allow error detection and correction are nothing but error detecting and correcting code. Hamming code is the most commonly used error detecting and correcting. There are two types, but Hamming code are mostly used in error detecting and correcting code. These are the classification of binary codes. Now first we discuss what is binary coded decimal. In this code, each decimal digit is represented by a 4-bit binary number. BCD is a way to express each of the decimal digits with a binary code, and the BCD with 4 bits we can represent 16 number. That means that 0000 to 1111. But in BCD code, only first 10 of these are used. It means that 0000 to 1001, and the remaining 6 code combination, that is 1010 to 1111, are invalid in BCD. It is also called as 8421 code. Why it is 8421? Because the weight of the 4 bits are 8421 from left, that means MSB, to right, that means LSB. For example, bit 3 will have weight 8, bit 2 will have weight 4, bit 1 will have the weight 2, and bit 0 have the weight 1. Okay, this is nothing but binary coded decimal. Now we discuss BCD addition. There are 4 steps to perform the BCD addition. The first step, that is add the two BCD numbers. Second step, that is if the sum is equal to or less than 9, it means that 1001, it is a valid BCD number. Third step, that is if the sum is greater than 9, or if a carry is generated from the sum, the result is invalid BCD. And fourth step, that is add 6, that means 0110, to make the result valid BCD. If a carry is generated, then 6 is added, then add the carry to the next digits. Now see in this example, BCD addition. So first step, that is add the two BCD numbers. Here we add two BCD numbers, that means 57 and 26. So here we add two BCD number, and after addition of this number, the sum of product, that is here, then the second step is if the sum is equal to or less than 9. So in this case it is a valid BCD number. It is your valid BCD number, and if the sum is greater than 9, or if a carry is generated from the sum, the result is invalid BCD. So here the result is invalid BCD number. So